Welcome to ASL Tech, and today we are going to be looking at how to use the zoom feature on iPad. This is a great feature to use if you are visually impaired. Zoom is an accessibility feature that makes everything on your iPhone or iPad screen bigger and much easier to read. It defaults to 5 times magnification, but can be set from 1 times to 15 times, depending on your preference and needs. When zoomed in, all the familiar gestures like pinching, swiping and tapping will work the same, but you can pair it with VoiceOver for further assistance to those with visual impairments. How to enable zoom. In order to enable zoom, you just need to head to the zoom settings in the accessibility settings menu. This is also where you will access the option for tailoring the accessibility feature to your wants and needs. Firstly, what you need to do is open settings on your iPhone or your iPad. Then tap accessibility. After this, tap zoom under the vision section. Next, tap the switch to turn on zoom, and then tap and drag the slider under maximum zoom level. Left decreases the maximum zoom level and right increases the maximum zoom level. Once you've got zoom enabled, you can then use it on the fly. Here's how you can use it. How to use zoom. There are different ways to access the zoom features, and I'm going to show you how to do some of them right now. So, first of all, double tap with 3 fingers anywhere on the screen to enable and disable the zoom. You can do this from pretty much anywhere. You can also try to drag 3 fingers around the screen to pan around and move to another area of the screen. You could also use 1 or 2 fingers to scroll in a particular section that is on the display. Tap and hold the anchor to drag the magnifying glass up and down the screen. After this, you're pretty much ready to go. If you ever decide you don't like zoom enabled, you can easily disable it by following the same steps. How to use and manage zoom keyboard shortcuts. The zoom settings also let you set up keyboard shortcuts to activate different zoom features while attached to an external keyboard. We can do this firstly by tapping on the keyboard shortcuts. Next, tap the switch next to keyboard shortcuts to the green on position. A lot of the other switches will appear after you do this. Then, toggle the switches on or off to activate the ability to use keyboard commands for adjust zoom level, toggle zoom, move zoom window, switch zoom region, and temporarily toggle zoom. The keyboard command for all of these options will be displayed directly underneath its place in the menu. Next, we are going to look at how to enable and disable the zoom controller. The zoom controller is a little joystick of sorts that lets you quickly access the zoom menu, pan around the zoomed in part of the screen, and quickly zoom in and out. And here's how you can do it. Firstly, you want to tap on the zoom controller. Then you would like to tap the switch next to the show controller to the green on position to activate the zoom controller, or the grey black off position to disable it. After this, tap the single tap, double tap, and or the triple tap options under the controller actions. Once you have done this, you can then move on to tap none, show menu, zoom in or out, or speak on touch. You can choose from all of these options under single tap, double tap, and triple tap, except if one action is already assigned to one of the other 2 controller actions. If show menu is assigned to single tap, you won't be able to select it under double tap, for instance. Next, what you can do is tap back once you've decided what a single, double or triple tap does on the zoom controller to get back to the zoom controller menu. Then tap the switch next to adjust zoom level to allow a double tap and slide on the zoom controller to adjust the zoom level. You then want to tap on colour. Once you've done this, tap the colour that you want the zoom controller to be, either white, blue, red, green, yellow or orange. You can then tap zoom controller to move back to the zoom controller menu. After this, you can then tap idle opacity and then tap and drag the slider left or right to determine the opacity of level of zoom controller while it is idle. Next, we will look at how to change zoom region. You can choose to zoom in on the whole screen or just within a movable window. The ways you can do this is by firstly tapping on zoom region. After this, we are going to look at how to change the zoom filter. If you need the colours inverted on the zoomed in area, or if you need grayscale or low light, you can activate those options and they'll only apply to what's in the zoom area. The way in which you can do this is by starting off by tapping on zoom filter. Next, tap an option of either none, inverted, grayscale, grayscale inverted or low light. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if there's any questions, feel free to access the ASL Tech website.